Okay, a massive welcome to Urban Widen. I'm going to refer to him today as Mr.Widen. It's an old thing from Ireland for respect for friends, parents. We're going to talk about all these accomplishments and achievements that vary from sports, business to science. Welcome, Mr. Widen.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very welcome. Kevin, is it maybe okay if you call me also Mr. Hollenberg, or is it too much?
I'm going to call you Mr. H.
Okay.
That was like from Heart to Heart years ago. Do you remember that show?
That's perfect.
The butler was called Mr. H.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
There you go.
Was he chopping up people in pieces, or what was it for butcher?
That can be a new nickname for you, Mark.
Yeah. Maybe.
Normally, I have it written. I'm going to call Mark the Gurgler.
Oh, yeah, right. I know what you mean.
He does it every episode. Get it out of the way, Mark. There you go. All right, nice one, Mark.
Good.
But there's so much we're going to talk about. From 10 podiums, gold medals, Ironman competitions, the Swedish champion in optimist dinghy and laser, windsurfing, and most of all, Mr. Widen has a patent in nanoparticles in tissue diagnostics in digital pathology. Basically, it detects cancer cells with higher precision. So, but like always, let's go back to the beginning. Where did you grow up, Mr. Widen?
I'm proudly raised in Västervik. I lived here until I was about 20 years old when I came into the military service, and so it had been a perfect place to grow up and do sports activities, as you mentioned here in the introduction. So I'm really happy to be here and back again. When I was about 60 years old, I was moving back to this area.
Okay, yeah. But you became a champion at a young age, and I want to include your grandfather and father, and we could say your parents and grandparents into this. They were a part of your champion mentality.
Absolutely. My father, he was always striving for things to be better and better, and he was also always looking for improvement in everything we were doing. And I was interested in several sports, but after a while, sailing became my turf. And we start to build optimist dinghies by ourselves. So we built 2 in wood, and in the end, it was 3 more in plastic. And so to make a long story short, I won the Swedish championship when I was 14 years old, and I was the first in this area of Västervik to be Swedish champion in sailing. So it gave me so much self-confidence and a lot of pride to my dad, who have pushed me all the times to go away, to meet the best, to look at the best, to see what we are doing and see how things can gradually be better and better.
Yeah, so you and your father, you were a really good, close team.
Yes, we were spending winter time in the basement to produce new innovations with the sailing boat, to make it stiff, to make it the right form, to be fast upwind, to be fast downwind. And everything is necessary to beat the best.
Yeah.
Are you still sailing?
No, not really. I gave up competition sailing when I was like 27, 28. But we bought a bigger boat, and that we have in the Mediterranean Sea, more or less like a summer house when we lived abroad. But that one we were sailing a lot in the Mediterranean, and later we took it back on the lorry to Sweden when we moved here. So it had been living in Stockholm, it had been living in Helsingborg and in Västervik.
Because I photographing and filming every year the Marström race, which is going from Loftahammar to Västervik. I thought maybe you were part of...
For sure. But if you have been on top level in one sport, and you start to try to be better in business or whatever, or what I put a lot of attention to was endurance training, Ironman competition, and everything would take away time for practicing to be better in that sport. Sailing, it takes hours, days, weekends.
Yeah.
The same with golf, I was also very much into. That also takes 6 hours.
Time. Yeah.
So it's better to run a half marathon or something like that during that period.
Yeah, we make it sound so easy. Just run a half marathon.
Yeah, well, I do it sometimes.
I know, but then it was your father's name, Håkan.
Håkan.
As Håkan passed.
Håkan passed away 2 years ago, approximately.
Okay.
And
That's recent enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was in the painting business as my son.
It's in the blood.
It's in the blood, and his father also have a painting firm in Västervik with about 15 employees, and my father was more into spray painting, big trucks.
Yeah.
The truck dealer Scania have a factory here in Västervik, so he was spray painting all long series for PostNord, for Telia, for big companies who were making long series. And he also have a smaller shop for personal cars.
Okay. Yeah. No, brilliant. But sticking to the championships as a teenager, 19, you Optimist dinghy and laser. I searched the two.
Yeah.
They look nearly the same, but the laser boat, it's slimmer. Is that correct?
Yeah, laser is a bigger boat. Optimist is more for juniors. I think 16 years is the maximum you can be to sail in a competition with Optimist.
Oh, is that what it is?
And laser is for seniors.
Yeah. But then that took you right into military service.
After high school, I went to the military service, and I was selected to be Coast Rangers. It's called Kustjägare in Swedish, and that was 15 months of service. What was extremely happy to have that in my background, because it was so tough from time to time to swim in ice and to dive and to drive boats very quickly. It was very healthy and a good start for the rest of the career. So if you manage that,
you can do anything.
You can do anything.
Because you didn't the normal military service, it's you kind of went for something a bit more extreme. This is like the toughest. I think at that time everyone had to do the military service, and some tried to make it as easy as possible to play table tennis in a school or something like that for 1 year. Yeah.
Or others went to the other extreme, because I got a lot of certificates during that period for navigation, for radio communication, for radar navigation, diving, swimming, running, whatever. So it was so good to put to my CV also to have done that.
Did you have any like breaking points? Was there like a breaking point where you felt like I can't do this, or the body gives up, or?
I think breaking points during this assessment and qualification was, I think everyone passed that level, but it's just to come back and not give up completely.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I think the military service, it's a good thing, really. It's good for some discipline.
Yeah, and after my time, I think it was like 5-10 years, and after that it went down to almost zero. It was not compulsory anymore to do the military service, but I can see today now with the ongoing activities in the neighborhood, and so now young people are very eager to come back, and it's also nice to see the girls and the women are trying to do their best also to contribute.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea. I think I should have went for military service when I was younger. I think I needed it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
even now, I think I should go now. Just get some discipline.
You will learn to make your bed perfectly.
Yeah. But I've written down as well that a bit of hardship at a young age, not too much, but just a bit of hardship as well, kind of puts you in good stead.
Yeah. If you have to fight for something and you succeed, I think it's much more worth than if it's just served to you on a silver plate all the time.
Because most champions come from a hard upbringing.
Yeah.
And you went through a tough time.
Yeah, I think the talent to practice is more important than talent itself. To find new ways, to meet some resistance and take another direction. And if it doesn't work, you take a new direction in the end. It can be success.
Because you had a lot by the age of 2021. You had all the winning the dinghy, the Optimist championships, and you had the military.
Yeah.
You were made of stern stuff at a very young age.
Yeah, and I think what made me was also my first job as working in a travel agency at Ving Resor and Club 33. That was a part of SAS group, and that was a very prestigious job to get that. I was site manager for some time at the Crete Island, and that was a big sun wing hotel with about 1,000 guests on daily basis. So and everything what is happening around transfer, people are coming and some are happy, some are not so happy. So to handle quickly decisions and to make the organization working smoothly was very helpful.
People are mostly jerks at airports and hotels for some reason.
Yeah,
and it brings the worst out in people.
Yeah.
So but we can stick with all your word. You're a Swedish champion in windsurfing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can double back in that a bit. That was when you were 26.
Yeah. When windsurfing came, it was mainly young people who have the balance to stand on waves when it goes very quickly. And I was 25 plus, but I know exactly how to the best way to the going around. So it for me, I was very strong when it was light and in the middle wind, but I have to practice a lot when it going like in 20 knots, 30 knots, downwind in big waves. So, but it took some time, and
you mastered it.
I mastered it in the end.
Yeah, but was the gold medals then in the windsurfing?
It was when I was 27 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, but that was the gold medals for was in windsurfing.
Yeah, exactly. So it was two groups. It was Division 1 and Division 2, and it was more. It was not the level of the sailor. It was the shape of the windsurfing board. So it was round in the bottom, and that was more like a kayak style, and the one was more flat.
Yeah.
So I started with a flat one, and that was the one I won the championship with. And after that, I qualified for the World Championship on the Division 2, the round one. But you could not really stand without hanging in the spar.
Yeah, yeah. Because I have it. The sailing 3 gold medals and the triathlon and the kayaking 2. Is that 2 podiums with the kayaking?
Yeah, but that was when I was 60 years old.
Jeez, that's young.
Yeah, that's so it's a different competition when you are 60 years old. It's some have given up, and some are not healthy enough. So the number of participants was let's see, in the digit of 10 or something like that. So on each year, so it was not a big group.
We have the photos there, but you were a young, strong man. I can remember what I was doing at 16.
I know.
I wasn't doing anything like that.
And the same when I was silver medal in triathlon. I was over 60. But I made 4 Ironmans when I was 58 and 59. Mm-hmm. So that was, I think, quite late in the career. And it was due to that I have practiced a lot when I was around 20, 30. So, but to be executive in pharmaceuticals, eating 3-course dinners, sitting in business class.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't help. So it took some years before I was on top again.
But you said you were 58 when you did Ironman.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I have to survive 58.
Exactly.
Usually you kind of slow down when you're 58.
Yeah. Or a little bit before.
No, but I started with this. I think Swedes know it's called the Klassiker. That is 4 different competition. One is swimming in Vansbro. One is running on Lidingö, 30 kilometers. One is biking around the lake Vättern. That is 300 k. And one more, it's the Vasaloppet. It's 90 k skiing. So I did that a couple of times, and after that I found I'm maybe not strong in each of them, but together it was always someone who couldn't swim or couldn't run or couldn't bike or something like that. But I found myself good in the combination. So I was thinking, give me 1 year of practice, and after that I will be on the starting line for Ironman.
But did you took a lot of drugs or something? I'm just trying to find the recipe.
Yeah, the recipe is to create oxytocin in your brain, the happiness hormone. So when you're coming back after 20k running or 90k biking or something like that, and you feel happy to have completed.
That's the drug.
That's the drug.
Yeah.
Because you say it so modestly now, Mr. Widen, but can we break it down a bit more?
Yeah.
Because is it one after another? Like, it's kind of similar to an Ironman, where you start the cross country skiing.
Yeah.
Then you drop your skis, and then you jump onto the bike.
The Klassiker is done in 1 year.
Okay.
But the Ironman is just a switch from swimming, take your wetsuit off, and after that up on the bike that you have prepared. So you have to minimize the switch time from one activity to the other all the time. So that is one of the practices also I always, it was called brick training when you take 2. So if you start with swimming, and after that I went on the bike very quickly and just went a couple of kilometers just or start with the bike a couple of kilometers, and after that on running. So you practice the switch to leaving the bike, put up running shoes, or take off the wetsuit. All these things is and to keep up the momentum.
The muscle memory.
Yeah.
The muscle memory. I know I'm talking now like I've done it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very careful now what I say. Like, the muscle memory.
I
know it about it.
He's going to kill you there if you say something wrong.
No, just to be clear though, because so does it happen in one day you do the cross country skiing, and then that's it, it's finished?
Yeah, exactly.
And then when does the cycling part come to it?
No, so the Vasaloppet, the skiing, is first Sunday in March.
Yeah.
And Vätternrundan is in the summer, same as the Vansbro swimming. It's in a river that is 2 kilometer warm and downstream, and after that is the last kilometer is cold and upstream.
Okay.
So it's interesting.
Because my son did tell me, he goes, make sure you talk about, it's the toughest classic you can do in the whole country.
But what is unique with the Ironman is that it's classified as the toughest competition in the world, and they say the one who win world championship in Ironman is the strongest man on earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did it when I was in the group M55 to M59 years old, and I was ranked number 5.
Oh,
so I
wow.
could say I was the 5th strongest
In the
man
wo-
between 55 and 50.
Yeah, but that's something.
Yeah, that's something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's unreal.
Yeah.
I never
It-
realized
Yeah.
No.
that you were so.
But
so
we have,
old.
but we have a little bit of experience because we had Emil and Rasmus.
Emil and Rasmus. We had
Yeah.
a young Iron Man on at Christmas time.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Emil and Rasmus. Yeah, really nice guys.
Yeah.
And
The only difference was that they are number 9,999 in the world, or was it?
and Emil is, I think, he's only 22 years
Yeah,
of age. He's
Yeah, you know, if you start when you're 55 or older or 60, so if I will do an Ironman today, it will be very few. But the young guys, the sport itself have increased in attractiveness.
Oh yeah,
And the young guys, they are competing with 10,000 of others. So it's a different story.
Did you know we had for a couple of years ago? It was not an Ironman variant. It was way much less. But the LED.
Yeah.
I filmed it and photoed it as well.
Yeah.
But it was a smaller one. But
It's swim run.
swim and run. It was
Yes.
anyway. It was what was it? I don't know anymore. It was maybe 15 kilometers swim and 30 run or something like that.
Yeah, it's extremely.
But it was very cool to see.
Yeah. And there is one in the Stockholm archipelago that used to be sometimes the world championship in swim run.
Okay.
So you're going very long distances from
Yeah.
between the islands.
Yeah.
In the
And there was also a guy who was, maybe your age when you did it, so like 57, 58, who take part of and he did everything, and I was like, okay. I felt a little bit small, but he was,
we are a strong age group, you know, so we don't give up.
Exactly.
But just so we're clear about the Ironman, it's just under 4 kilometers swimming, 180 kilometers cycling.
Yeah.
And then it's just a marathon then, 42 kilometers after that.
You know, I have never done a marathon without biking and swimming before.
Okay.
But
just do with them.
Yeah,
I know,
so
no comment. I don't.
I need some warm up, you know.
But weird, because I know Emil, he done his one in Kalmar.
Yeah.
Where did you do your ones? Was it abroad or was
I
it
was
just
abroad, in Denmark. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Copenhagen.
Yeah, Copenhagen.
Yeah. No, because it's getting more popular. And while I'm thinking about, I was up in Västerås a few weeks ago, collecting my sister, and there was an Australian man talking on the speaker.
Right.
Yeah.
He's 52 years of age. He's doing 52 marathons in 52 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I was just listening. I was on a bench like this, listening to him. And I said, "Geez, why don't I ask him to come on to?" So I ran down.
Yeah.
And I never caught him. I didn't catch him in time.
But he's interesting.
Yeah, so I think we can track him down somehow, right? Because it is unique. 52 years of age, 52 marathons, 52 weeks.
Yeah.
He's done a few in Ireland.
Yeah.
So he's traveling around the world.
Yeah.
So we have to try find him.
Yeah.
James something his name is.
Yeah.
James something. That's an interesting
That's
fact.
the
Last
start
name.
I know, yeah.
John Doe is his name.
But if I tell you the real story, I did catch up to a guy that I thought was him.
Yeah.
And I said, "Are you the guy that was speaking?" He says, "Yeah." I knew. I just gave him my spill. We started a podcast. And he goes, "I'm not the Australian guy. I'm the announcer." Oh. And I was like, "Okay, see you later." But we'll find him. Yeah, I know, but I find it so fascinating how people can do it. Yeah, it's a mind. It's not just physical. I think your brain has to be wired a certain way.
It's a lot of people are making extreme things like one marathon every day or even one Ironman every day in 1 month or something like that.
Yeah, I heard about that guy. Yeah,
but I think it's more fun to be on the starting line with we have thousand of others, and you get the adrenaline. When you do one Ironman every day in a month, you're competing with yourself.
Yeah,
and
you're oblivious to what's around you. Yeah,
exactly, and you have to eat so much to survive the next day. So it's not just to go to the finish line; it's to be healthy enough and have enough energy in your body to start next morning to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
So it's a different game.
Yeah.
But isn't the Ironman competition going to win in the end? If you keep doing them, your body's just going to break down.
Yeah, but you when you are on the finish line, you take everything out from your body, and then after that it takes a couple of days of recovery.
Yeah.
No one who do it in full effort can manage to do it the next day again.
I can say something funny. Me and Mark have been running 3 kilometers on treadmills during the
the
winter and sending each other times like 15 minutes, 17 minutes.
Yeah.
But I find maybe I'm weak as piss. Like, but I find if I overdo it, that I get an injury fast. Is it because I'm not used to it? The body's not conditioned.
I think everything what you do, it's better to break it down in small pieces. If you go 3 kilometers, you start with 100 meters, 500 meters, 1,000 meter, and after that it's just from 1 to 2, and after that is just the finishing part, the last kilometer. So
yeah, I have a hard time to recover every time.
That's the problem, Mark.
It can take, well, when I was young, it could take maybe 2 days. And now it will take 5 or 6 or whatever, and that's maybe the thing. Your goal is in one time too big. Like you said, we're running 3 or 4 kilometers, and that's maybe
after a few weeks.
Yeah, and it doesn't have effect maybe.
Going back to the military service, during long periods, we have to run 10K in the morning to be able to enter to the breakfast room. So it was an island that it was like 5 kilometers to a place where the leaders came in the morning, the military leaders, and then after they check you on the list, urban and others. If you were not on the list, you could not enter the breakfast room. So everyone had to run 10K in the morning before breakfast, and if you do that every day. So I continue with that after the military service for many, many years. 10K before breakfast is good for your health, and I think that have been also very helpful to start with a sport career when you are 55 again.
Yeah, I know, but I'm glad because things are said so loosely about these extreme sports. It's just fast said. For me, it's nice to kind of break things down because there is a lot to it.
It is, and I think that if we should break it down into details when it comes to preparation for Ironman, it takes a long time. It's eating, sleeping, how to use the bike fit, how to sit still in 6 hours to not move, and to minimize the wind power what is going against you. So in Ironman you can't go behind and have some draft from other bikers. If you do that, you're disqualified or get some extra time. It's to train and practice very in one position, and go with some coaches to see small things that you can change, because 6 hours of biking, so if you have 31, 32, 33 kilometer in average speed, it's a big difference in the end.
Yeah.
But if you lose a little bit on the swimming, that it takes about 1 hour. If it takes 1 hour and 10 minutes, it's not a disaster. But on the bike, you can easily lose 30 minutes or 1 hour if you're not. So the biking, because that takes the longest time.
Okay.
The same with the marathon in the end. The best you can gain there is approximately maybe 1 hour if you're a really good runner, or if you do it a little more relaxed way, you can be 1 hour more or something. But on the bike, the best is going on under 4 hours, and it's not uncommon to be on 8 hours. So that's the biggest area that we should practice most.
For me, the swimming is most daunting.
Yeah.
Because if you lose it there, I know there's lots of security there and everything, but something, I don't know, something daunting about the swimming. Maybe because it's the rough sea and.
Well, I went to have one trainer when I was living in Helsingborg. He was training the national team in swimming, and he gave me some easy tips to not swim with the legs and the feet so much. Just let them hang, because you need them for running and biking. And most power comes from your arms. And also focus very much on the breathing in the swimming. And most people who haven't swim are afraid to put your head under the water, and after that they keep the breath, and after that you create the demand of oxygen in the body, and you get panic after a while. But the trick is to blow out the air immediately when you get it in, out, so you get a nice flow of oxygen, and just use your arms. That's the trick.
And a bit more kind of glide, if you glide along with it.
Yeah, to get the body on a nice position in the water.
Yeah, I can imagine, instead of just pushing all the way. Yeah, it makes sense. And if the current is with you, that can help as well.
If the current is with you, yes, but if it's against you,
like in the other one, the classic Swedish classic, it's against you.
But Kalmar Ironman, they are swimming out and in, and if it's a strong wind, you have to breathe in one direction on the way out, and you have to breathe in the other direction on the way in. So if you get the waves from the side, you have to open the mouth in the other direction. So it's a lot of tricks.
But doing it at 58, 59, I wouldn't call it a midlife crisis. Unless you're going to live to be 120. So
my life sucks. Let's swim 10 kilometers and run 100 kilometers.
Because I can only imagine if I'm in my house when I'm 58 and I say I'm going to do an Ironman. It'll go down as a midlife crisis.
But when we practice swimming in the club, when I was we used to swim like 10K some days. So and the competition is just 4K.
Yeah, because the swimming pool is 25 meters.
Yeah,
multiplied by
it's 400 length.
400 lengths, 400 times in the one hit.
Yeah.
Wow!
But we used to do
400,
100 meter.
Yeah,
and we start on the clock after 2 minutes or something like that. So you have a small break, and 100 meter a small break.
Yeah. Is there Iron ladies?
Yes, of course. So
I've never seen one.
It's W, and after that the age group, women 50 to 55.
No.
So it's big groups. So maybe 1/3 is women on the starting line.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I just assumed it was men.
You're thinking about sending in your lazy daughter.
Yeah.
Should we take it out or not?
Watch both of them.
Or
do you hear me?
Or start with your girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, don't get me started on her. We'll have to bring the couch with us. I know. But no, and once we get into, we can go back and touch again on the Ironman stuff when you at a certain time in your life again.
Yeah,
because it's definitely mixed in with your career.
Yeah.
So, but that's down the line. Okay, but before we go any further, can we quantum leap back a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think your education and your university abroad, this kind of leads more into the business and the science.
Yeah.
So can we go back to when you went to university abroad?
Yeah. Or I started at the Karolinska Institute in Sweden, and
in Stockholm.
Stockholm. Yeah. So as a PE teacher and public health, that was very helpful also, because a lot of people from all over the country was collected. It was one school that could educate in that, and it was a lot of professors. So I learned about the human body a lot. And after this work as in the travel company, one of my relatives, he worked for AstraZeneca. He have asked me several times, can't you start here, can't you start here? Okay, after this work in the private sector, okay, give it a try. And I applied, and it was several hundred, because AstraZeneca was the biggest pharmaceutical, well, it was the biggest company in the country by far. And they have one product called Losec, omeprazole, that was in pipeline. And I started like 1 year before it was approved, regulatory approved in Sweden. And so I learned a lot about the product and all the obstacles that was on the way. And as all the big pharma in the world was trying to make some problems for AstraZeneca to launch it, because it was competing to be the #1 product in the world. And after some years, it became the #1 in the world. And I was the sales manager in Sweden. First, I was representative for 1.5 years, but after it was needed so much people, skilled people on the ground to make the best out of this product. So on global basis, we were selling more than whole Volvo was doing globally, or Ericsson globally, or ABB. So just one product was selling more than our big companies. So it was a fantastic, especially the launch in US. And as I came up as a sales manager, and I learned a lot during that period. And when I later went to Poland to take care of that market, it was so good to have that in my career.
Yeah, and I have it when I'm doing my script, my research. I could find that you had your education in Stockholm, France, and Switzerland.
Yeah,
and then you were finding your way. And was it during when the Iron Curtain came down? Was it around 91
yes,
that you transitioned to
the transition?
AstraZeneca?
I was moving 95 to Poland, but it still was a period of the Iron Curtain, and the population in Poland was more or less divided in two groups. The one who liked to keep the old communistic style, when everyone have equally bad, or mainly the young people who pick up languages and education. They have a very flourishing career in front of them. So
because the politics of the country, that affects the business.
Exactly, it was very open for foreign investment. AstraZeneca was one of the companies, and when I came, it was 2 employees. After 1 year, we were over 100. So I had to work with 3 recruitment firms working in parallel. And the only education you could have as a sales representative was medical doctor or above. So they have a overload of educated doctors. So the government decided that to be working in a pharmaceutical business, you need that education. So it was a completely different setting where I was working in Sweden. Where it was more people with my background who was working as sales representatives.
They were very, very qualified to be sales reps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was the same in Hungary. So in Hungary, I have 250 physicians, professors employed in my organization. In Poland, it was like 100. So it was more to run a hospital than to run a pharmaceutical company.
You're very good with timing, Mr. Widen. I noticed that because I've done your life timeline,
Yeah,
and I can just see with the Iron Curtain falling,
yeah,
and then I have it written down that you went into the. I can see you went to the next level.
yeah,
You jumped up a level
yeah,
around the early 90s, and the country's changing from communist to
Yeah.
a more of an open market. It was perfect for the pharmaceutical companies.
yeah. So that was absolutely not my goal. So it was more that I was working for AstraZeneca in Sweden, and the company need to expand in geographically in many regions.
Yeah.
So on the horizon, it was Saudi Arabia and this type of countries, and even Russia. Because US, Canada, and these big ones were already people sent away to take care of, but it was Swedes almost everywhere, and we were quite few of us who could have the knowledge how to market, how to put on a new greenfield investment like it was.
Yeah, I know, impressive. And then so you could say all this happening, it was like a springboard for your long career in the pharmaceutical area. All this stuff happening early.
Yeah, first I learned to work with professors, physicians, the ones who were the most skilled in these therapeutic areas. So we can summarize a little bit in the end, but I have worked in most therapeutic areas in my career, and
I see that, yeah.
and in the beginning here we were leading in gastrointestinal for ulcer diseases, but in Poland it was not a reimbursement system designed for that, so we start with rhinitis. That was a product that was building the company before launching the blockbuster product into the society.
But you didn't go to Poland on your own. You went there with a young family.
Yeah,
I know that.
my boys was 2 and 4 years old, and they were introduced to the American school immediately, and so it was together with a lot of other people in the business and people in the embassies from different countries. So it was very good for them and for us also. American school system is really, when it comes to abroad, it's really organized and good.
Now I have to give the boys a shout out. Henrik was a past guest here,
Yeah,
so I'll give a shout out to Henrik and Sarah and their lovely little kids, Luna and Vinny, your grandkids. And then hang on, Vinny, also known as Batman. Henrik will get that joke. Batman. And we got Freddie and Alexandra down in Austria,
yeah,
and they had their baby girl,
yeah.
Mila.
Mila, yeah,
Such a cool name.
yeah,
Yeah, so you were a grandpa a few times as well.
yeah. 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, but I know Henrik quite well, and he calls his brother Freddie,
Yeah,
and I can see they were close brothers.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. They're almost like twins.
Yeah, and I think I have given them almost the same education and background, and raised them as I have been raised myself, to fight for better, to compete, let them do whatever sport they like, put a lot of attention to social connection. So we always have our house full of other people from the school. Sometimes they were living there for a long period, and so it was very helpful for the language development. So both of them are better in English than in Swedish.
Henrik is better at me than English.
Yeah.
Not even joking.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
like, he's really good. But I messaged Henrik that after we done our briefing, I messaged Henrik if Dolph Lundgren and Albert Einstein had a baby, it would be you. So, I know. Yeah, but learning how to juggle people. You have to be good at juggling people, because you've done it in the hotel business starting off first, and now you're doing it with like doctors. People skills. You must have
good people skills. I think is my key component to develop high performing teams, to work in a diversity, to develop people to their full potential, and recruit people who are better than myself in different areas. So I think during my career I have developed more than 30 other CEOs who have grown up in my organization. So I try to create like a greenhouse so people feel that we are doing the best for them, have a human-friendly environment, work with respect to each other, and also to have a good development plan and allow mistakes, what is very important to. But of course, it should not be repeated too many times. But if you don't do mistakes, you will never develop either. So
you will never learn.
You never learn.
Yeah.
Like us here, Mark, we're consistent.
Yeah.
But we kind of make new mistakes.
We make new mistakes every time.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
And then with it's kind of next level again at 41. You kind of got a promotion again with the AstraZeneca.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of you can see the good time with them.
Yeah, exactly. It was when I moved to Hungary. I was moving as a marketing director, and after a while came the merger between Swedish Astra and UK-based Seneca. So it was two different cultures, and I was the integration manager for the company on a local base, and that went very well. And we also developed a concept to create something called employer of choice, because at that time it was a war of talent around the world. It was the IT and telecommunication and other things, and Pharmaceutical like to attract the best people on earth. Today, the best people on earth, they are creating algorithm for us to put yes or like on our mobile phone. But at that time, we liked the best people in the world to create new pharmaceuticals. And there is a discussion today of how we are utilizing our best talent. Is it really to put yes or like on a mobile phone for something? But
it's kind of a quick answer, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It was a very interesting period. So we create this employer of choice concept. We were traveling around the world to see what is making an American sales representative organization happy. There was more incentive programs and things like that, big bonuses and so on. And what is necessary in Asia, in China, in Canada. So everyone have different drivers for some need education and work and development. Some are just looking for higher salary. In China, for example, everyone was working like 1 year, and after that they jumped to another company, 10% higher, a new company, 10% higher, like that.
Yeah.
And but in the Nordic countries, we like stability, we like paid maternity leave,
the perks,
paid education on the job, all of these things. So it's different everywhere.
Yeah. Was it easier transitioning from Poland to Hungary?
That was quite easy, yes, because it was Eastern Europe, both countries.
Yeah.
But Hungary, they never really liked the era with the communism and the Russian leadership. So they are always striving to be in Europe. But
right, I wonder about
unfortunately, it have turned around now. The last 16 years with Mr. Orban, they have been more into Russia again. Russia was invading Hungary 1956. So when I was there, they were hating Russians. But things have changed, and the map.
It does. Time does change things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's loads of Polish in Ireland, and there's so many of them. They're accepted.
Yeah.
They actually say, well, they're one of us now.
Yeah.
I don't bump into too many Hungarian people.
No.
They're more home birds.
They are extremely proud population. They are so much into sport and intellectual things. They have most medal Euro Olympics per capita. They have most Nobel Prizes per capita. But the Hungarians have not lived in Hungary when they have developed the Nobel Prize technology. But it's a population that have both intelligence and sport into the blood.
Yeah, it's a bit underrated as a country, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been to Budapest once on my honeymoon. We can take that out. It was that one.
We leave it in. We leave it in.
Take that.
In the beginning of the 19th century, Hungary and UK was the richest countries in Europe. So you could see
in the 90s.
I mean 1900.
1900. Oh, sorry.
1900. Yeah. So they have the first subway in Europe. And fantastic buildings.
A gorgeous city.
Decorated with gold inside and so on. So it's magical.
I still have a nice photograph at home. There's a boy in an alleyway in the street kind of bouncing a ball. And yeah. You get a nice massage there as well.
Okay. Should drive there.
I know, but let me see now. But then you were Hungary. Then you were responsible for like a massive team of doctors.
Yeah.
/ sale reps.
Yeah.
And you were giving them like jobs to do.
Yeah, it was similar jobs like med reps and sales managers in other countries. There was no difference. Maybe the promotion material was a little bit more scientific when it was when we compare UK and other places. So it was really good, and as I said that I could develop people because as I have so many physicians in my organization, I could send them away to be medical directors in different countries. So, and that was very attractive for the physicians in. And that I went through my whole career. I have sent away the physicians in the first wave and the manager in the second wave because.
Because I don't have a doctor and a salesman as the same person. Usually a doctor can be more of an introvert and more scientific, where a salesman has to be a bit more of an extrovert.
And people who start as a physician, many of them like to help people. They are very empathic, and they choose that profession because they like to support people to be healthier. To be a sales representative, so you don't have this patient-doctor contact. So the one you're talking is like a intermediate between. And after 1-2 years, every physician think, should I take a career in the pharma business, or should I go back as a doctor? Yeah, exactly. So you're losing some on the way. But normally you can keep like 80%.
Oh, that many?
Yeah.
That's high. Yeah. And you recognize people's strong points and you put them in different areas.
Yeah. And when we make the assessment from the very beginning to select them in the first place, we really go into the depth and see what were the drivers they have.
You figure them out.
Yeah, because if you work with patient, you're helping one by one. If you work as a medical director for Asia or North America, you can help hundreds and millions of people by your good decisions. Yeah.
But this is you became a founder of an ice hockey team.
Yes. When I came to Hungary, I tried to find some place for my boys to play ice hockey because that's the national sport in Sweden, and I thought from the very beginning it would be very difficult. But in fact, it was quite a high-level youth hockey in Hungary when we came, and it was very organized, much more organized than it was in Sweden. And but Sweden is more playful in the young ages. So, but as a CEO of AstraZeneca, they like to have a Swede in the Hungarian Ice Hockey Federation. So I was responsible for the international contacts with ice hockey outside Hungary, and the national team was. It's called different groups. We can call them C, B, and A. And A is the best, where the top 16 teams are playing. Hungary was in the C group, and we have 3 indoor arenas to practice ice hockey in Hungary when I came. And when I left, it was 14. So I start to invite the same concept as usual, invite the best one to practice. I invite Canada national team to Hungary to come to practice because the NHL players or Canada is playing on the smaller ice area. It's not as wide as it is in Europe. So they like to practice on big ice before the World Championships, what was in Europe. And I invited Czech Republic, Slovakia, Germany, Finland, and in the end Sweden also.
Of course,
yeah. So Sweden was the most difficult to attract because why should Sweden go to Hungary and play hockey? So
they should come to us.
Exactly. So it took 6-7 years before. But after 1 year, the big arena, like Avicii Arena in Stockholm, was burned down.
Okay.
So we have only 2 indoor ices in the country, and after that we start to think how we should solve that, and it started in the big cities around in the country to build arenas, not just for ice hockey but for short track. When you're skating around on an ice hockey rink very quickly.
It's popular in Holland.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
short track, and also figure skating. So they put a lot of attention on ice sports and also for public skating, that the people go skating around and drinking tea and playing music and so on. So the ice arenas became so popular in different places. But after a while, after inviting the best teams, we start to climb up to the B group. And we were in the B group for a couple of years. And just the year I left, finally Hungary's national team came up to the A group.
Oh, when you left?
Exactly. No, but I think I have contributed to the... So after that, when they came to the A group, I started to talk with a Swedish trainer for the national team again. And after that I convinced him to come down to inaugurate the new Avicii Arena in Budapest. And Sweden thought that this will be an easy target. And we planned for having 2 games, one in Budapest and one in a city called Debrecen. And Hungary won the game, and Sweden have a lot of NHL players. So they won with 2-1. And that I think it's still on the homepage of the Hungarian Federation. But the day after, Sweden won with 5-0. But I think it was a nice achievement. It was a nice learning. It was good learning for Sweden also to take every game into a serious competition and don't just underestimate their performance. And under the development, we were considering how to make youth hockey better. And me and one Russian guy and one Hungarian guy, we started a new ice hockey club called Budapest Stars, and we recruited students or players from all over the country. So we opened a boarding school until a new ice arena. So the boys were practicing after school 2 hours every day, including my boys, but they were in the American school, so we have a lot of logistic issues to come to this ice arena every day. But after practicing 2 hours every day, Monday to Friday, and games, tournaments in the weekend, we were traveling with this team because they became so good, so they were invited to Canada, to USA, to Russia, to Germany, everywhere, and to Sweden. Also, so we built up a very good relationship with the top teams in Sweden, and they came down to Hungary as a couple of teams with airplane and bus, and stay for 1 week, and we have a lot of practice and exchange. But it's building on the same idea as we discussed before. Look for the best in the world, and learn from them, and try to beat them later on.
Did you get torn between, because Swedish is in your blood and your mind, everything? Did you get torn between supporting Sweden and you're the founder of a Hungarian ice hockey team?
I think it was not a competition game. It was an exhibition game.
Is there such a thing?
Yes.
Everything is a competition, though.
Yeah, it is competition, but if it is a world championship, I think my heart have been more on the Swedish side. But now, when the history was that we don't like to come to Hungary, was the captain of the team said, and
there's a bit of arrogance there.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it was a good learning for Hungary was happy to win, and Sweden got a lesson.
Yeah. Because I looked up the Budapest Stars, and they've gone up a league as well since 2001.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a Mo Liga.
Yeah.
It's like a higher league since 2001.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know, crazy.
Yeah.
So you, a Russian man and a Hungarian man, the three came up with the idea together.
Yeah.
Let's build a team, and around the same time that you done it as well, Wayne Gretzky, he retired.
Yeah.
In '99, and he retired at the age of 38.
Yeah.
That's quite old.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And we're talking about your son Freddie earlier.
Yeah.
Freddie retired as a champion in the Austrian hockey league. Austrian. Yeah. He retired a champion.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, brilliant, Freddie. He's going to be a future guest here.
Yeah.
And he's flying around the world now.
Yeah. You have to talk about aviation instead of pharmaceutical business.
We love talking about stuff we've no clue about, Mark.
Yeah, definitely.
But we can do some research.
Yeah.
Well, fair play to Freddie. He retired as a champion, and now he's in the aviation.
Yeah.
So, no, you're more than welcome, Freddie.
Yeah.
But he retired his number, Wayne Gretzky he retired in 99, and his number was 99.
No, his number is 97.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
right.
he always.
But did you play when you were younger?
I played when I was 14 to 16 or something like that. But I have my high school third and fourth year in Linköping. So I moved from Västervik to Linköping, and when I was living in Västervik, it was an outdoor arena. So I think it was not the best time to develop ice hockey skills at that time. But I started to play water polo instead in Linköping. So,
but I like the thing that you done with the youth academy with the Budapest Stars.
Yeah,
let the players grow up and develop.
Yeah. Today, a lot of players from that young team came with us to Sweden. So many are playing in top leagues around in Russia, in Finland, and Sweden. And most of the players from Budapest Stars is now representing the national senior team in Hungary. So it's quite nice to see the names coming up.
Henrik had a few funny stories about they were winning 1-0 and then at half time suddenly men, it'd be a youth hockey match, but then some men would come on with mustaches. So a lot of stuff happened back in the day.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Yeah, it's a different mentality to practice and train and do sports in Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
So we have trainers from Romania, Russia, and this country. So they will never survive one single day in Sweden with the communication with the kids and the parents.
Yeah, they're a different breed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was with my sons a couple of times in Moscow, and we were practicing with the army team, CSKA, during summertime, and that was really hard and tough training. And it used to come 2, 3, 4 NHL players from each age group in that team. So much more competitive and focused of performance.
But that's probably one of the reasons why Russia win the most gold medals. And
in the beginning,
yeah, America's kind of taken over in China a bit now. So, but they're just renowned for toughness.
Yeah,
no, they definitely have that. Right now, you're going to move back home after 11 years.
To be continued in part 2.